I mean, that space where ladies totally identify our faces, right? Really nice. Welcome to this episode of Lessons from the Entrepreneur. My name is Mbugua. So I am at Phase 254. The owner and CEO is right here to tell us the story of how she started and what she has in store for you ladies. So welcome to this episode. So tell us your name, perhaps who you are and when you started this business.
So my name is Mbugua. I'm the founder and the CEO of Faceshop 254. So I started the business 3 years ago.
3?
Yeah, 3 years ago. So I basically started by selling online before I could actually get a physical store. I remember my pickup point used to be at Moi Avenue. Yeah, exactly. So I will just actually tell somebody, let's meet at Moi Avenue, and I'll just drop the products to them.
Wow. So what products, when you talk about products, what do you have?
Exactly. So we have different brands that we import mostly from the US, the UK and Korean. So in the US, mostly it's like CeraVe and Cetaphil, The Ordinary, the Inkilis. And from Korean, the most popular brand, which is Cosrx. We also have Easingtree, we have Benton. So basically those are the brands. So mostly we are specialized in those 3 countries, the US, UK and Korea.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you talk about those nice brands, you're talking about moisturizers.
Yeah, we're talking about moisturizers, we're talking about cleansers, we're talking about serums that target different skincare concerns like hyperpigmentation, brightening, anti-aging products. So all this is captured in the different brands. You will find that the US brands are more, US and UK are more concentrated on the treatments that you will use for something like acne. And when you come to the Korean brands, you'll find the reason as to why they have like a glass skin is because they concentrate mostly on hydration of their skin. So when I talk about hydration, I mean topical hydration, not just drinking water. So in this sense, they have very good products when it comes to hydrating essence, hydrating toners, and hydrating serums.
You know, Mary, I'm actually curious, right? So what inspired you to start? You know, when you find young ladies, they do a lot of hair and clothes and shoes.
That's true. So, but that's why I started also. I was in the clothes business. So, and then there's during COVID. So I used to have a friend who was selling skincare products. Thanks to her, because it's because of her that I got myself here. So at that particular time, clothes were not moving so much. But you know, women and their faces, they will always do their faces all the time. Yeah. So I asked her, can I be selling your products? I want to start a page. Can I sell the products? And you'll perhaps give me at 100 bob or 200 bob less. And then she was, okay, that's fine. So that's how I started. Like, I did not even have capital. I did not start with any capital. I built up capital from now what I was selling. I will sell, and then the 100 bob, I'll keep it aside for a couple of months. Let's say for 7 months. That's what I actually did. I'll just buy the products from the shops that I knew vended these products. And then the little that I made on top is what I saved to be able to start up my own business. So in my first, the first amount of money that I actually ordered my things from the US was like 20K. So I just started with like, I remember it was 4 CeraVe hydrating cleansers and 2 pieces of CeraVe AM moisturizer, 2 pieces of CeraVe PM moisturizer, and then there was like this toner that was like really trending at that particular time. It was called the Rose Toner Heritage. So that's my first purchase that I ever made. I started with 20K, but still I had to pick things from the different shops in order to fulfill a client's order.
Okay. Yeah. So in your line of business, because you talk about face, and face is very important to a woman, right?
Yeah.
Do you have to study a face? Did you have to go take a course or something in cosmetology and right? Yeah.
So, well, at the beginning, I didn't do any course. I just learned myself online. I will just Google a particular skincare concern, what they will need, what needs to be paired with what cannot be paired with this. So I did not do it, but currently I'm in school. I'm going to be an eye esthetician. Hopefully I can finish soon so that I can actually start practicing and giving more solution other than just selling the products. I would love to also get in the service industry where I'm also offering the treatments to the clients.
So talk to us about people who want to get into this space where they're selling skincare. For you, what are some of the things that you feel you should have learned over and above the fact that your friend was already, you had an upper hand?
Yes, I had an upper hand of a friend who was already in the business.
Yes.
So, you know, I used to sit at her shop and I will, you know, see clients come in. I will also learn from her what she was recommending and how she was explaining it to the clients.
Is there anything else that anybody else would want to know if they want to get into this space that you would recommend that they should know before they get into this space? Yes.
So, well, what they should know is that first of all, they should be able to keep up with the trends, to know what is trending, what are people asking for. And then they should also be ready to learn, you know, get more information about skincare products, because one mistake will actually cause somebody's face. So basically they have to like really learn, take time to learn before you just start buying products and selling. Make a point of actually learning, you know, either from online. I also know another friend who offers lessons on skincare, so you can always go for that option. You learn fast because information is key. Without information, then you will not be able to make any sales, because it's a one-on-one how can I say, relationship with your clients.
Yes.
It's more of a relationship that you build with clients. Without that relationship, or if you give the wrong information, then you will not be able to make any sales or build up on your clientele.
And then there are those Africans who believe that because this is African
Skin.
skin, we want African products. You know, like Ghanaian, that kind of thing, shea butter. So what did you talk to them about when they're coming to talk to seek for your products, because your products are coming from the US?
From the US.
What did you tell them? Yes.
So mostly skincare does not know race. So all products are for all races, whether you're black, you're Asian, you're white. These products work perfectly because it's the ingredient that is in this product that you're actually looking at. You're not looking at the country where the product is coming from. Yeah.
And then there are those people who are naturalistas. I don't touch anything on my face. Yeah. So talk to us about that. Is it safe? Considering we're living in the tropics where the sun is scorching hot, like today we were furiously sweating, and somebody tells you that they don't do anything to their face, they only drink water. So from where you sit and what you have learned over time about skincare, what did you tell them?
Well, I will tell them it's about time they left the bandwagon of just drinking water, because water is healthy to drink, it's good for your health. But when it comes to skincare, it's more than just, of course, what you're eating and drinking is important. But when it comes to skincare, it's more than just that. And the naturalistas, nothing is natural. Even those people who are telling you the products are natural, of course, if something is natural, it will go bad in a day or two. So what is keeping it not natural for a whole month or 2 months or 3 months? So everything has chemicals. So no, don't let anyone tell you this is natural, not unless you're just taking like the raw eggs or the raw papayas and putting them on the face. But otherwise, I will not say anything is natural. Everything has chemicals.
So for your kind of business that you do, the kind of clients that you look for are mostly online? Where do you find your clients?
I find my clients mostly online, and my biggest platform is Instagram. So that's where I get my clients. TikTok, I also have TikTok, but I will say I'm not very good at TikTok. I'm still in the process of learning. I get a few clients from TikTok, but the main one is my Instagram, and then they are able to visit our physical stores.
So as a business lady, tell us a bit about what kind of systems you have in place to ensure that business is running. You know, in those days when the dollar is behaving like the way it's been behaving, what did you do to ensure that you're still open? You're still open,
I'm still
Mary.
open. Yeah, exactly. So I would say I mostly buy things in bulk, so that I'm able to keep up with my clientele's demand. But unfortunately with the dollar, I also felt the pinch because it just like went up, and you see you need to restock, because some of these products, we don't keep them for so long. There's some products that expire in a few months, so you have to buy them in small quantities so that you don't incur any losses. Okay. So with these hard times with dollars and everything, I'm able to keep afloat because I plan ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in your shop, I saw a few people here and there.
Yeah.
So tell us, at a point when somebody is setting up a business, at what point do they feel, did you feel that now it's time to start adding more people to help me do the work? Because initially you started
by myself. Yes. So when I started feeling overwhelmed and forgetting, because somebody will place an order, and because I'm like overwhelmed, like it's, some are sending messages, some are sending WhatsApp, some are sending DMs, and I will end up forgetting maybe an order or two within the day. So that's when I knew I needed somebody to help me with talking to the clients, especially online, and dispatching the orders, as opposed to me being able to do everything. Because with my business, I order things almost every day or every other day, because you're running out of this, so you need to restock. So in between restocking, picking the consignments from the different shippers, that's when I knew I am not able to run everything by myself, and I needed some people to actually help me.
So in your unique business proposition, what would you say is unique about Faceshop 254?
So what is unique about Faceshop 254? We are geared more towards the client's needs than making sales. I will never bombard a client with a lot of products just because I wanted to make more sales. So we listen to our clients and actually recommend the right products that they need at that particular time. So we are more into what the client needs than making the sales.
Okay.
Yeah.
Advise anybody who would want to get into the space you're in, given what you have learned over time and how the dollar has behaved, and setting up a business and ensuring you have people so that when you forget a client's order, the order is taken care of. If they want to start up a business and ensure that they are continuing despite the odds, what do you advise them? So take us a bit about that.
So, well, I will advise them first to put the systems up first, not to do business the way I did. When I started, I did not have any systems. I could not be able to trace if items are running low. So first, as you're setting up a business, set up the systems whereby you can be able to trace everything. You can be able to see what is running low, what you need to replenish, and then always get help. Even when you're starting, don't rely on yourself too much, because you get overwhelmed, and that's how you end up forgetting and not be able to meet the client's needs. So always get help, set up systems that you can look at and see what is running low, other than just doing it the kienyeji. I did it the kienyeji way, that I did not have any systems. So you need to have the systems, and you also should get help. Know when you need to get help and actually get it, so that you are not overwhelmed.
So those people who cry about starting a business, it requires a lot of capital. Capital is such an issue. Seed money to start the business. For you, what would work? What worked for you that you can advise that somebody should probably consider going that direction?
So, well, normally when people tell me starting up a business is more, the capital is the issue, I actually don't believe that, because I started my business with zero capital. So normally I will say, know what you want to do and where you can get it, and create a relationship with these people, because I will pick products from up to 5 or 6 shops. And I actually know they gave me a name. They used to call me Demwa Marupurupu. So basically, I will, create a relationship with the sellers, and you will be able to they will actually trust you to pick the product and drop it to the client without you making payment first, so that when it gets to the client, they make payment and you sort them out immediately. So basically, to me, capital is never an issue. To me, is where are you getting these products, be it skincare products, be it clothes, be it shoes. So you just have to know a supplier, somebody who can supply, and from there you can actually build your capital slowly by slowly. Because at the same time, if you're given a huge chunk of money, you've not studied the market, you don't know what people need, and you're prior to make a mistake, because yes, you have the money, but you don't know what is needed in the market. So I take that small period of learning, to me I call it learning, of knowing what people need. So capital to me is not is a non-issue, I will say. If you really want to do something, capital should not be the reason as to why you actually not started.
So you transitioned from the season of COVID online.
Yes.
And then you brought it into a physical shop.
Yes, exactly.
There are people who actually do the opposite. They start with the physical shop and then they realize, then they go online. So tell us about those dynamics and what has made you decide to go physical instead.
So now, like I said at the beginning, I used to do online, and I just said like Mount Kenya University on Moi Avenue was my pickup point. So basically with that, some clients are not that trustworthy. They're like, no, you don't have a physical shop. You need to get a physical shop. Like the sales were much more lower compared to when and I will get the challenge all the time. So I come there, they are not able to wait for too long because it's not a shop. They're just standing there. And sometimes I will take a little bit while because probably I'm running to pick something from another shop before I can drop it to them. So that's how I decided I actually needed a physical shop, so that a place where a client will just walk in and feel comfortable to actually just buy from us.
Yeah. So those who would want to switch maybe from physical to online, or to online to physical, what would be your advice for them?
I will advise it's very good because when you have a physical store, the rate of your clients buying is high, because when it's online, you only deliver just one thing that they have ordered. But somebody might come to your store wanting just one, but they see something else that they might need. So the power of purchase is higher when you have a physical store as opposed to an online store.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clients that have younger kids still need care. The older ones, do you have products that vary in terms of age? And also, do you take care of the male clientele?
Yes, also like I said, skincare is not gender biased, it's both for men and women. So whatever the women are using can still be used by the men on the face. And then we have the only thing for kids that we mostly stock is the sunscreens and some moisturizers for kids, because they're more gentle as opposed to the other one that the adults are using. And for anti-aging products, that's where the vitamin C comes in, the retinol comes in, and the peptides come in. So we are, looking at both
gender or across the demographics. Okay.
Yes, yeah.
So let's talk a bit more about the physical location. Talk about how do I decide I want to have my shop in the estate? And somebody else wants to decide their shop is in downtown and you're in the uptown side. So what are some of those variations you want to look at when you want to set up your business?
So mostly you look at a place where it's easier for the clients to actually access. So like basically I chose Nairobi CBD other than Kilimani or Westlands, because this is where most people actually pass through. If you're working in Westlands, you always have to go through town before you go anywhere else. And that's why you'll find most of the sales happen in the evening hours when like everyone is like leaving work and they have to pass through CBD, whether you're going to Westlands, you're going to Embakasi, you always have to come to town. So that's why I actually picked the CBD area as opposed to any other area.
So what is your final business advice? to those in the skin care, some of the trends that we have seen, people bleaching their faces, for example, all denial about how we are growing old, but you still want to use, younger skin age products. What would be your advice to that as we wrap up this conversation?
So my advice to that is like you should love your skin. So don't try and bleach your skin. The melanin is very good for you. It protects you from the sun. So basically, don't try and bleach your skin. There's skincare products that will still keep your skin glowy and natural. Yeah.
And your advice to everybody else who's doing business
my advice to everyone else who's doing business in the skincare is that they should mostly look into their clients' needs and give products that actually geared towards the client's needs, as opposed to actually making a lot of sales, because the client will only come back if whatever you recommended is actually working for them. If it doesn't work for them, then definitely you will not be able to retain that client.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Shop 254 is your place for your skincare. Remember, this is Lesson from the Entrepreneur. Mary has been our guest for tonight's episode. Until next time, my name is Melissa Odwar.